What's up, everybody? We're gonna call this Chapter 1, Part 4. On my way to Ferguson unit. Now, get on the chain bus from Bird unit. You know, you're gonna be handcuffed to another individual. You can sit there and listen to all the bickering amongst everybody on the bus, but I chose to kind of tune that out and kind of just like I said, I knew what I knew, so I was gonna pull up like this. So pulling up the Ferguson unit, you gonna pull up over there. And if you got hurt, they're gonna cut your hair off at that time. They're gonna cut your hair bald here. You know what I'm saying? But I was already cutting my hair, you know what I'm saying? But I had them tattoos on my head. I had the 4 tray on that side, the crip on that side. So me pulling up the Ferguson unit, you know, the GIs, they're gonna tell you strip out butt naked. You know what I'm saying? So everybody strip out side by side. They're gonna stand in a line and they're gonna start pinpointing the individuals who got gang related tattoos. So I was one of them individuals. They said, like, hey, you stand over here. Back to the GI. That's who that was, GI, Security Threat Group. That was like, looking at my tattoos, telling me to turn around, looking at my tattoos and stuff. And the first thing you asked me was like, hey, you know how to fight? So me, you know, thinking this is a trick question. I was like, man, go on, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Well, he like, nah, man, I'm asking you, do you know how to fight? You know, the Crips and the Tongo Blast just had a ride over on Ferguson unit. And we just asking you, do you know how to fight? Because you got some Crip tattoos on you. So me, I was looking at him. I tell him like, look, man, you let me worry about that when I get out there. You know what I'm saying? As far as these questions, these old trick questions, and say, man, hey, man, I don't got nothing to say about none of that. You know what I'm saying? You just let me worry about that when I get out there. So he was like, all right, man, because a lot of Tongo Blasts been using weapons. And a lot of Crips been catching out. So I'm just asking you, like, do you know how to fight? You know, you got some tattoos and you a Mexican, and I was like, say, man, just let me worry about that when I get out there. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right. So we go to UCC. You know, coming through the process, you gonna come to the unit, you gonna strip out, they're gonna check your tattoos, they're gonna strip search and doing all that little extra stuff, and you gonna go see the classification, see where they gonna house you at. So when I go into classification, they looking at me, reading my file and stuff. They like, okay, you went home for said. Do you want a job? Do you want like what you trying to do while you on this unit? And like I say, me being in the mind frame that I was back then, I was like, man, check this out, sir. I'm trying to go to population. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get on job. Excuse me. I'm not trying to work. I'm not trying to do none of that. You know, y'all just leave me alone. I'm gonna leave y'all alone, man. I'm just trying to go to Rick and work out, man. I got 28 years. You know what I'm saying? So he was looking at me like, okay, here's up under a new number. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and give him a chance. He was like, man, we're gonna give you a G2, but it's on you to do whatever you gonna do while you in the G2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, that's a bit. I appreciate it, sir. So I get my mood step. I'm going to H pod. Now coming out the classification office, I see a light skinned dude, bald headed. He pulled it upon. Like I said, they read my tattoos. You know what I'm saying? The inmates. So he like, damn, cuz you a homie. So I'm like, shit, what's up? He said, yeah, nigga, we checking over here. He was an 18-7 from Dallas, to be exact. I can't remember his name. But I'm looking at the dude. And like I said, I already been in the penitentiary before. So me, when he say that, I'm like, yeah, shit, make sure you in the check. So he like, shit, understood, nigga. Like, nigga, what you folks check? All right, you know Drico? I'm like, yeah, I know Drico. So Drico then was already on first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, tell that nigga Drico, folks trade Jose over here. You know what I'm saying? He like, what Wayne you? I said, like, shit, I'm just barely getting my mood slipped. You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, I'm gonna be back down here. So I'm like, shit, all right. So, like I said, I got my chain back, my property and stuff. And I ended up getting my mood slip. I was going to H-Port. I'm walking down the highway. And like I say, on Ferguson unit, it's just one long highway. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have all the wings, they got like chicken wire on the windows coming all the way down the highway. So you're going to have people all at the window. They know new people coming in with their chain bags. The chain bag is red, so they can tell who coming off chain, you know what I'm saying? So they already hitting you up just walking down the highway. The SA seeing me, I'm an SA, so they pulling like, what's up, nigga? You a blast, nigga? What's up, you blasting? What's up? So me, like I said, I'm like, nigga, shit, hell down, nigga, I'm a crip, nigga, what's up? So they just kind of looking at me, you know what I'm saying? So the other individuals that's noticing my tattoos, they're like, damn, what's up, cuz? Like you home, where you getting moves on? Like, I'm going to H-Part. Just after I got my moves slipped. So I understood, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So I come on H-Part, I see an individual that I was kind of in tour with in the world. So we lock eyes, he on the run, but he on his way to meet him custody at the time. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, damn, man, hey, what's up, folks? I was just telling people about you. So like I said, how we left, I put my stuff down right then and there. I'm like, shit, what's up? So he kind of looking at me like, I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. I'm like, shit, just chill. I'm finna put my shit up real quick. I'm finna come to the day room. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So when they rolled my door, I was on 2 roll. I come over there, put my stuff in the cell, and right before they close, I come up out of there. You know, so I tell man, I'm finna go to the day room. You know what I'm saying? So I come down there, I'm looking for that individual, and I don't see him. Little did I know is he was on his way to meet him custody. That's why he was on the run. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, a lot of them individuals, they was looking at my tattoos on my head, the Crip dudes, a lot of essays was looking at me because I was an essay, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that situation that had just happened, it was a ride. So they trying to see what side of the day room I'm finna go on. I'm finna go on the Mexican side or I'm finna go on the black side. So like I said, as soon as I come in there, I take my shirt off again, you know what I'm saying? Take my shirt off, and I go to the black side of the day room. So they looking at me like, man, what's up, cool? They trying to lock up with me. So I'm like, man, fuck, I'll let where Drico at, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he like, oh, just chill, cool, you know what I'm saying? We finna send word down there. I'm like, man, fuck out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all doing over here? I checking the wood. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just pulled up on me in the highway. He like, just chill, cool, we gonna holler at Drico, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I go sit on the back bench where I could watch the whole day room. And sure enough, Drico pulled up like 30 minutes later. Pulled up to the window. He called me. I'm like, hey, what's up, Drico? He like, damn, cool, you done rolled up, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? So the other individuals that was already on the unit, they pulling up to the window. They're like, damn, what's up, Trico? You know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz? It's your homie. He like, yeah. So I'm like, man, what's up, cuz? How you want us to do it? You know, he like, man, nah, he don't get no chick. He up on the big homie. Like, we been on that nigga. He from knowing him since he was little. Like, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He good. So me, I power. I like, hold up, Trico. Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't ducking no smoke. Like, it's good. Anybody who want their wounds or like, hey, man, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna introduce myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna do that. He like, nah, cuz, you good. Like, you ain't got to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm kind of sitting there looking at it. I tell him, but I end up telling the dude, like, hey, man, he's saying it's good, but at the same time, man, ain't no plea bargain. Like, we not finna do none of that, man. Like, anybody can get some action, man. Like, it ain't on no personal shit. I'm not gonna get mad or nah, we just, you know what I'm saying? We just get to know each other. I ain't doing no tripping. So, they were like, nah, could Drico say you good? You was good. You know what I'm saying? So, I see said and Folk Trade Butch. Shout out to said and Butch. That was at the window, you know what I'm saying? So they just kind of checked me out, you know what I'm saying? Just, they ain't saying too much. And shit, that's how that first part played out. Now, within a week, I was finna get into it with a blood named J-Ville from I think that's Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? A little situation happened. He really was just playing dominoes, talking crazy, and like I say, I haven't been checked in. I was still kind of trying to like, you know, see what's going on. So I felt like he was talking to me. And shit, I popped top, stripped down to my shorts. And I'm like, say, look out, man, who you talking to? Like, man, ain't nobody worried about you. I'm like, nah, nigga, you talking, like what's up, the TV up on the hill? So the whole day room looking at me now, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, oh, that nigga ain't nobody worried about that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still going, saying what I'm saying and shit, and it wasn't nothing, but the whole day room was noticing, like, okay, like he ready to go that route, like, so it wasn't nuts, you know what I'm saying? But everybody that was pulling up on him, like, hey man, he up under the TV, like, what's up, man? You gonna answer that or what? You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, that dude, he crazy. I ain't worried about that dude, man. So and so. So they end up finna try to push the issue, try to violate him at the time. But like I say, I had just got there, so I was still trying to figure out what's what. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had no activity going on yet. You know what I'm saying? So, man, another situation popped up. Just when I started kind of getting cool with dudes. I started talking to a few of the GDs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A situation with a kind of big dude. You know what I'm saying? Named Mad Bass. He was a neutron. Neutron is something that don't gang bang. No, they don't gang bang. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he got to one of the GDs or something, and you know, he kind of big, so they were trying to bait him to the back of the run and go ahead and do it to him. So I'm kind of easing back there. So some of the Crip dudes like, man, just chill, cut it. They got it. You know, they gonna take care of it. So I'm like, man, no, I had our store already start getting kind of cool with some GDs. So, I kind of go halfway, and I'm sitting there. So it pop off. You know what I'm saying? That when first time I'm seeing somebody get hit with some dominoes. Man, them dominoes don't do shit. You hear me? Man, them dominoes ain't nuts, man. Look, I seen a dude put a whole thing of dominoes in the sock, and it pop off, and dude start hitting with the dominoes. No, that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? That dude eating that shit, and he bust through the whole little crowd and start running up the little run. You know what I'm saying? Towards me. So me, by my natural instinct, I grabbed dude and clipped him, and I had clipped him. You know what I'm saying? So when I clipped him, he fell, and the GDs they swarm start maxing him out. You know what I'm saying? So I stepped back. You know what I'm saying? It really was just by like second nature, man. I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. It's just a couple dudes that I had messed with that was involved in it, and I seen the little situation pop off and dude running, so I had took initiative, like I had did that there, right? So, like I said, they went ahead and, you know what I'm saying, mashed the gas on them. So by the time we go in the day room, that kind of, they was like, understood, man, say, appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? So me, like I said, I wasn't thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of looking at it and seeing it running towards me, and it just happened like that, you know what I'm saying? But some of the Crips was pulling on me like, say, cuz, man, stay out of there, cuz, that's some niggas' business, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, I'm good, nigga, you know what I'm saying, nigga? You nigga, I know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, he was running towards me, I ain't gonna let him run past me, and you know what I'm saying, he getting into it with a couple dudes I chose to, you know what I'm saying, talk to or whatever. So shit, you know what I'm saying? I did what I felt like what was necessary, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let him run past me, you know what I'm saying? So they were like, understood, you know what I'm saying? So that's like my first month in the Ferguson unit. So like I say, the blast and the Crips had just had a ride, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was tension in the day room. As soon as I got in the day room, man, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed about Ferguson unit, when you get a cup of water at the water faucet, man, that shit smell funny and it tastes nasty. You know what I'm saying? But over time, I started getting immune to it where I could drink it like it was just regular water. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it was hot in there. It was hot. Flies all in the day room. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And there's a whole bunch of people in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just trying to like adjust to, you know, because in my mind frame, I got to be there at least 14 years. You know what I'm saying? So that little situation happened that first month, and I started noticing the tension. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm looking around and shit. Like I say, some of the essays had pulled up me probably like the first, second day also. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Where you from?" So I'm like, shit, I'm from Fort Worth. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? You gonna blast? I'm like, hell nah, nigga, I'm a Crip. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, what you mean? Like, I'm telling you, anything after I'm a Crip, like, man, I'm not trying to do no talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, you want to just get on the floor? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing to talk about, explain, or nothing, nigga. Like, we all human beings in this bitch. Like, everybody bleed the same. So it's like, I'm pulling up like this here. So, like, what's up? Like, I ain't trying to talk about nothing, nigga. Like we just get on this flow. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it was already tension between the Crips and the Tongos. So they just kind of checking me out. And they going over there and kind of like talking amongst themselves. But what a lot of people didn't know is I talk fluent Spanish. I talk Spanish and English, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening, you know what I'm saying, listening enough to where I know what to do by the niggas in and out. I know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find me a knife, you know what I'm saying? So my silly, he was an Aryan Brotherhood at the time. So I pull up on him. I'm like, say, man, what's up, man? What's up? Can you give me a burner? He like, man, I got 2 of them right now. I'm like, shit, what you want for? He like, man, just give me $3. So me, I'm like, $3? That's it, $3? You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, yeah, man. I said, you know how to put a handle on it? He like, yeah, I know how to put a handle. I'm gonna wrap it up and everything for you. So I'm like, shit, go get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that out of my locker and give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So shit, he go on there and I ain't gonna lie, he give me something nice, you know what I'm saying? So it was a big old nail. Put a handle on it for me, wrap it up for me. So that's what I had on me. So I go to the day room and I'm pulling up on some of them dudes like shit. Like, what's up, man? How many burners y'all got over here? Man, out of that whole little side of the day room, them dudes probably had like two or three knives. And I'm telling them dudes, like, man, y'all tripping, man. Like, them essays over there, like they got at least probably about 18 of them. They probably got at least about 18 burners. Nigga, we over here with like 2 or 3, like, man, y'all tripping. Like, y'all gonna get us hurt over here. Like, look, man, this is what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go through my celly and get a smoke, you know what I'm saying? So, they looking like, oh, cuz we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna scratch, cuz we ain't trying to do it. I'm like, man, y'all tripping, man. Them niggas ain't talking about that, like, yeah, now, like, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna do the scratching part, and if it get hit, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. But at that time, during that situation, it felt like that was the best solution I had at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I'm going for survival. I'm going, I told my mama, I say, man, mama, I'm gonna make it back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, by any means necessary, like, hey, I'm finna make it back home. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm going to Ferguson and trying to feel everything out, seeing what's going on. I'm making decisions that I feel like was the best thing for me at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, after that little situation, shit, everything started kind of just being penitentiary. I'm kind of checking everything out. You know what I'm saying? I started going to Rick and meeting who is who. You know what I'm saying? I met Percy. I met Blue Hands. You know what I'm saying? I met a whole bunch of individuals, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to that rec yard, working out, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see what everybody got going on. And, you know, that was my first little experience coming on Ferguson unit and trying to adjust to what was going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? Ferguson was a physical unit at that time. It was like, it ain't nothing to be on the rec yard going to work out and a dude pull up on you, but like, hey, look out, let me look at you. Let me check that shit out. Oh, hey, let me fuck with you right quick. Like, and you can't say no. It wasn't no, nah, man, I'm chilling right now. They're gonna be like, what you doing? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you either gonna get put in the bowl, and by a bowl, I mean, like, it's a whole bunch of people, they gonna jump on you, like a disciplinary thing, or you gonna get ran off first. So it's like, I start peeping game, and like being out there and being in the midst of them, you know, every time they pull up, be like, hey, strap up. So I'm strapping up, like I'm just going with the flow, like, but I'm peeping game that individuals that kind of be leery or be like, man, I'm chilling right now. Like, man, it'll backfire on them in a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might not even be there no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I caught on pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Being there on Ferguson, you know what I'm saying? I got to meet some pretty good dudes and but at the same time, I learned a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? At first, I wasn't willing to work doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to work for the officers in any way as far as cleaning up, as far as going to the child hall, working in. I wasn't trying to do none of that. I was just trying to go to Rick, you know what I'm saying, work out, you know what I'm saying, and learn what I can like out there. And that was it. It was straight for survival mode. I wasn't even thinking about 14 years later, I might can go home. I wasn't even thinking about 14 years later, I might have a different life. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about any of that. I couldn't even see that far. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at that time, I was blind to a lot of things. And but at that time though, it's like being on Ferguson and opening my eyes to a lot of things too. You know what I'm saying? I got to learn to humble myself eventually. You know what I'm saying? But like right now at this time, just why I'm sharing these stories and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? As we go piece by piece, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna start to get to see how everything transition. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I ain't glorifying none of that stuff, man. I'm gonna take it on through there a little bit more on the stories, a little situations, a few squabbles I done had. Shout out to my nigga Monkey, R.I.P. Monkey Bird Gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take y'all down through there on a lot of individuals who was really legends. You know what I'm saying? Some of them heard, some of them not heard no more. But stay tuned. That's just how it's going on right now, man. Right now we're gonna kind of cut that short and take me a little break, but I'm finna tap back in with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, and we're gonna go down through there on a few experiences and situations that was while I was down there on Ferguson, man. I love y'all, man. I'm out.